Hello everybody, welcome to Pet Talk. So glad you could join us. We've got such a wonderful follow-up story to begin today's show. Remember Gladys? She's the baby gorilla that was abandoned by her mother at birth. Well, she now has a new mom and a fresh start in life. You might remember Pet Talk reported back in March that Gladys's mom rejected her. She was born at a zoo in Texas, but they moved her to the Cincinnati Zoo, where zookeepers took over the job as a mom, putting on gorilla suits and caring for Gladys 24/7. Well, guess what? It all paid off finally. They have introduced 5-month-old Gladys to a 31-year-old veteran mom gorilla named Malinzi. It was a tough go for a while, but the two are thriving. They have bonded. Look at that face, those faces. Follow Gladys's journey and find out more. It's just so adorable at www.cincinnatizoo.org. Love that. Love it, love it, love it. Too cute. And so are these guys. Say hello to Oreo. Oh, so adorable. And Biscuit, so precious, who just had a biscuit. Their moms have started a wonderful, fun, exciting program that your canine will absolutely love. Lure coursing for dogs. Let's find out more. Meet Oreo and Biscuit's humans, Nancy Beater, Pat Kiley, and Tyler Beater, who is our dog wrangler today. So welcome one and all. This is really, look, Oreo's looking at me. This is so exciting. Your business is called Lucky Dog Fun Run, and it's lure coursing, which is actually, or typically I would say, for sight hounds. So I'm going to start with you, Nancy, but you're saying any dog can do it.
Yes, yes. Lucky Dog Fun Run is an amazing sport for all dogs. And what we found was lure coursing is generally designed for sight hounds or for greyhounds, and it's in a very close-knit club that you can do that. But what we did was we have a lure coursing machine, and lure coursing can be for all dogs. So some dogs that we train to run, what it is they're chasing an artificial bag, and it's to mimic the rabbit.
Because actual lure coursing is they chase, right, what would be a rabbit, is that?
Exactly.
That's why a sight hound does it.
It mimics the look of a rabbit.
And they chase it around a track. I mean, they're not really on a track here. They seem to be in a yard, because this is an example of what you guys are doing. But typically, that's what they do.
Yes.
Right, but you've sort of expanded a little.
Yes, yeah. The bag is attached to a string, and then what you have is a continuous loop. So it's just a circle of strings, and the pulleys hold the strings in their place. So we always change the course every time, because some dogs can get lure wise, which means that they know where the string is going to go.
This is amazing.
So what we have with our machine is we have a reverse, a back and forth, so we can kind of tease them a little bit, and we can change the direction of the bag.
And it looks like so much fun. And Pat, I have to say, it looks like something that would be a very good workout, good physically and also a good fun, and also probably psychologically too.
Yeah, they get a keener eye, and it takes about, when you take an hour walk, this one run, or the 3 runs that they get, gives them the same amount of exercise. So it's a great way to exercise your dog. And let me tell you, they go home and they go to sleep.
And that's the key to success, a tired, happy dog.
Yes,
well,
exactly.
but obviously, because you brought along Oreo and Biscuit, any kind of dog can do this, then you're saying?
Yes, yeah. What we find is typically the retrievers or Labradors, they pick up to it right away.
I bet.
But we have some tricks of the trade, if you will. We have, this actually mimics the sound of a chipmunk in distress. So when you tap it, they use this for greyhounds. When you tap it, the dogs get alert and they wonder what's going to happen.
You can see it, both of them, their ears, picked up. So you mean that would be sort of an incentive to follow?
Exactly.
And you have other ones too, so you have that, depending upon what they go for, I guess.
This is the chipmunk, and then this one mimics the rabbit in distress.
So
they hear that, and that gets their attentions. We have some clients who say they think their dog's going to run away. And usually we say, just bring them, and we'll have Tyler and some people positioned out on the course. We have them on the course, and what we find is the dogs are so attuned to the bag that they just go straight for the bag.
Very, very interesting.
And they run around and they get their exercise. And some of our regular clients actually come, they give their dog their exercise, and they say, okay, now I can do errands. So the dog goes home and sleeps for the rest of the day, and And but we very, very excited to be here today.
I mean, it is exciting, and I know, Pat, you said really we don't need a trained dog. They sort of, you know, maybe a little bit, or what, how does that work?
Yeah, sometimes they just take to it because they're chasing a rabbit or, you know, artificial bait.
You've actually brought the machine that you use, so we're going to give a little demonstration, Pat, just to give folks an idea, because they probably see it sitting there and they're wondering, what is it? It looks like a vacuum cleaner.
Well, the string goes around it, and then it goes around these lures. I mean, the pulleys.
Oh, okay.
And so that's how the string is in control. So I'm just going to start it real quick and, you know, show you, give you a little bit, and then just.
As you can see, Biscuit's very excited.
Biscuit's
okay,
excited. I see, because
Then
it's
we-
turning
Turn it
around,
on.
right?
Yeah, Pat.
Yeah, so
Biscuit
as you
might
can
be
see,
running out.
Biscuit's going to run out of his
Biscuit
He's going
wants
to jump
to-
out of his skin.
He wants
Explain the
to, wants to
Okay?
control it, right?
This control, you know, you got the toggle switch, and this moves it back and forth, so I can go forward with the artificial bait, or I can go backward. And if we have like tiny new dogs, you know, like year-old, you know, they should be about a year old before they start this. They have to learn how to go back and forth.
Well, now,
And that's how we train them to start.
that is so cute.
We can control the speed.
You control the speed.
Which-
Now,
Yep.
I know you've also brought some vests here, and I just want to, is that the gear that they wear?
No, for racing with lure coursing, greyhounds generally wear some sort of vest to distinguish them apart.
Right.
And they go out almost 600 yards. With
Wow.
our course, we do a much smaller so we can do all dogs. This is actually a cooling vest. So we find that the dogs, if they've run, usually they'll do one course, which is 3 laps, and they're exhausted. So we have a kiddie pool set up for the dogs, and we have them wear a cooling vest.
Great.
And this fits right off, and this cools them off. Generally speaking, they have to wait about 10 minutes in between each run. And then when they're waiting, you can tell their tongue is not, they're not huffing and puffing
Right.
so much, and they once they're cooled off, they can do another run.
Love it, love it, love it. Now, you guys, let's explain how people can get in touch with you, because you travel around,
Yes.
And anybody can take part. This is such fun. So where do we find you?
Okay. Well, we have a website. We're on luckydogfunrun.com, and we also have a Facebook page, and we have a Gmail account as well.
And of course, the phone number people can call you.
Absolutely.
I don't know if anybody makes phone
Absolutely.
calls these
I
days. They
know,
usually
I
go
know,
onto
it's
the
true.
website. But again, any dog can take part. You travel around. You're based in Southport, but also in Fairfield, so you'll really go anywhere.
Sure.
Hoping the weather holds up as well.
Yeah, we've done some charity events. We've done Bark for Life, and we've done a Dog Days event out in Woodbury, Connecticut.
Fantastic.
So we can set up pretty much, we're very a traveling team here.
Well, it's terrific.
And we do go to St. Timothy's Church up in
Yes.
Greenfield Hill.
Okay.
And we do give them part of the proceeds, whatever we
Love
make.
it.
Yeah,
Love
they
it.
donate some of the money to charity as
Yeah.
well.
Well, it's terrific. I'm going to definitely do this with my Inoki, and I hope everybody out there will try it, because it's so much fun.
Absolutely.
It
You
is,
might
it's a
not
lot of
want her
fun.
because she might run off, but
No,
you
she's
say they're
good
pretty
stuff.
much in control, so that's great. Thank you so much, Tyler. Thank you for being here. And Biscuit and Oreo and Pat and Nancy. Great idea.
Well, thank you
really
for having
wonderful.
us.
Good
Thanks for
luck.
having us.
Love it. And as we go to break, I wanted to show you these really cool pet beds. People send me products all the time, but I love these. These are called the Quik Shade Pet Shade, and they're elevated pet beds. They're designed to keep your pet cool and dry, and boy, could we use that. Both of them in this weather. The beds actually come in 2 styles. There's a mesh enclosed kennel look, which you're seeing right here, and also one that is elevated with our little doggy inside. They're easy to set up. It just takes seconds. They are durable, they're good looking, they're comfortable, and they can be used in your home or outside. Great to keep those bugs away. The fabrics are all removable, they're washable, and they come in 4 sizes: extra small, small, medium, and large. And you can find out more. Just log on to the website, www.quikshadepets.com, and tell them that you saw these right here on Pet Talk. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Pet Talk. If you see wolves roaming around in Bridgeport, do not be alarmed. They are part of a new wolf family who are now calling the Connecticut Beardsley Zoo home. There are 3 of them. They're all girls. They came to the Beardsley Zoo all the way from the California Wolf Center. They are Mexican wolves, which are highly endangered, with only about 300 left in captivity. The hope is that these gals will one day have little baby wolves that can be reintroduced back into the wild and increase the population of the Mexican wolf. It's part of the species survival program. Mexican wolves live in family packs and are extremely intelligent. See them now right at our own zoo, the Beardsley Zoo, and find out more. Log on to their website, www.beardsleyzoo.org. And see these fabulous photographs. They are divine. They're the work of Connecticut photographer and animal lover Joan Carruthers, and she is here with one of her incredibly gorgeous models. This is Winnie, a Tibetan Terrier. Joan also works part-time at the Norwalk Veterinary Hospital. So we are very proud to have you on the show. This is your first time because I absolutely love your work. It just captures your subject so beautifully, Joan.
Thank you.
Thrilled to have you here.
Thank you.
How did you get
here.
started?
I've always enjoyed photography. I've always loved animals. I was in the corporate world for many, many years, but still had the passion for both camera and animals, and decided to take a leap of faith. Went back to school, became a veterinary assistant, bought a great camera, married the two, and I'm fulfilling my bucket list.
Oh, and they're so marvelous. And I know you brought Winnie today because Winnie is one of your favorite models. And we have a photo of her, which is so wonderful, which is on the desk, which sort of shows her as a baby. And you want to show sort of the progression. Is that something
Yeah,
you're
I
gonna
think
be...
it's a good idea for people to have pictures of both puppies and of seniors. Winnie, I met her through Dr. Duffy's office when she was 4 months old, and her mom called me, and I've done their Christmas cards, I've done pictures for the office, most recently a Father's Day gift, and she is just a delight.
And now today's her birthday, actually, so happy birthday.
She's 11 months old
11
today.
months old. So I think that's interesting,
Right?
because sometimes you might not think about that, but to have the progression of your animal from a small baby up through the years would be a really nice thing for someone to have.
Sure.
And that's something that you do so wonderfully. You also give back so much, and I want to mention that you work with so many local groups. One of them, Sweet Adoptables from Westport. We just had Bandit, his new little paw, and his family on the show, and that was a terrific story.
Absolutely, and as a matter of fact, Dr. Duffy is the one that treated Bandit's foot.
Oh, I didn't even know that. And and it's such a success story, and we absolutely love that and love them too.
And I'm now I'm working with Valerie at Sweet Adoptables. The first 3 people who are eligible, fill out the application and adopt a dog will get a free 30-minute photo shoot and a free 8x10.
That is wonderful. So adopt. Sweet Adoptables from Valerie. Oh, you also have a sweet spot for senior dogs. I do too.
I do.
And you love to photograph them.
I do. We've had clients that have been long-standing clients, and it's just always so sad once they're gone. And sometimes people will ask for a picture before knowing that they're that the future is bleak for them, and they have that memory of them. And they're so very stoic looking.
Yeah.
And I like to capture the essence of them,
And then you have, and you want that memory, to have. So that's really important as well. Let's take a look at some of your wonderful photographs. I want to start with one because it's so unusual. She's so glamorous. It's the cat in the pearls. How did you get this? It's wonderful.
I actually fostered this kitty. She was found at the Darien Nature Center. I agreed to foster her while the owner was going away. She was adopted immediately, and while she was with me, she was just malleable. She just let me do whatever I wanted. I decided to put some pearls on her, take some pictures, and it's now on my business card.
Oh, I love it. It's just so lush, so lush. And the one that's next to that, that's a little different, and that's a different technique. And I love the expression that you've caught on that dog. Is that a golden or?
It is.
Okay.
That's Barney. He's a golden retriever from Darien, and he's a senior dog. He's very much a senior dog, but very young at heart, running with his toys, and I caught him smiling, I believe.
It's so great. I love that, and I love the technique. What is it?
Sepia.
Sepia. So it's sort of a
A rustic
a
look.
rustic look. Yeah, it looks like an old photograph.
Here, Minnie.
That is so wonderful. The one next to me, this is the favorite of the gals that work here, of Elise and Beth, and we all love this.
Oh, that Pele.
I love it. It's really in action. So you will photograph a dog when they're playing anywhere? How does it work?
This happens to be taken at Cherry Lawn Park. So I can, like I have some down at the beach. I'll go to the beach, I'll go to Cherry Lawn, I'll go to somebody's home, wherever the dog is more comfortable.
This is so great. What's this dog's name?
This is Tiger Lily.
It's so cute. I love it. It's just really great. So you can get your dog at play or at rest. Or now the one that's next to you, that is pretty special too.
Yeah.
That looks like a puppy.
He's a little Corgi pup, and his owner has quite a few Corgis, but she also gives back. She also has a rescue greyhound, rescue German Shepherd, kitties. She lives out on Long Island, but travels up to Norwalk to our hospital, and she's great, and this is one of the puppies.
That's wonderful. I know you've done a lot of photographs for fundraisers and silent auctions, and also really you did a lot of work for Gettner Farms.
Gettner Farms.
And they have been on the show with
Yes.
Kathy and Bruno.
Yeah,
and
the
of course
Scotty.
the horses as well.
Yeah.
Let's see another, this is a black and white, and this is so special. I really love this black and white technique, and what a beautiful kitty this is.
This is actually one of my kitties, and he is hanging outside. He is a rescue. All my cats are rescues. He's actually, I call him an indoor feral, and he's not terribly approachable, but has warmed up over 7 years.
Wow.
And I have not given up on him yet.
He's terrific. I love this. So you will do work in black and white, in color. You will do action shots.
Family
Will
shots.
you'll do family shot with children and such in the
Absolutely.
shots, because some people like to have their family with the pets. This is one of your cats. I just want to show
This is
some of
Noah.
these. This is so
Noah was
great.
found on
Look
a
at this.
box with his siblings on I-95.
Oh my
and
God.
had to come home with me.
Love. I'm going to just go through these quickly.
This
but
is a beautiful
great.
Abyssinian who was a show cat and has papers to prove it. And
look at those eyes.
yes, stunning.
Fabulous.
Whole family is stunning.
Dr. Duffy.
Dr. Duffy.
With an owl?
Yep, and a little owlet.
Wow.
That's what they're called. Baby owls are called owlets, and we actually will help out with wildlife if it's injured, if it needs an X-ray. We don't, board them or anything. If
Right.
they're sick, Dr. Duffy is
Terrific.
amazing at helping.
Oh, Dr.
And-
Duffy's wonderful. And here's an example of maybe you
This
might want
is-
your child
yep.
in with your pet. That's a great one. I don't know who looks happier. And this, of course, it looks like
Bernese Mountain
a
Dog.
Bernice. Yeah. Oh, how
Mountain Dog.
lovely. Love. And of course we mentioned that you are an animal lover and someone that gives back. And here's a prime example. We have switched out Winnie because Joan has brought a beautiful kitty that's looking for a home.
Where are you? This is Quinton, and
Love.
she is at PetSmart. She's through Animal Nation, and they're located in Norwalk. And she is just a sweetheart. She's 12 weeks old, and you can adopt her through going online for Animal Nation, or you can go into PetSmart in Norwalk and fill out an application. And her story is particularly moving for me, in as much as we still have her mother at our vet. A Norwalk police officer gave mouth to mouth to a cat with his apparatus, gave mouth to mouth when he saw her get hit in the head by a car. And on x-ray, and her jaw was all out of place, she had gotten hit in the head. On x-ray, she was carrying 5 kittens. This is one of her kittens. And she is just now coming around to where she is fully functional. She would be an absolutely amazing, amazing barn cat. Blake was nice enough to take all of her kittens. They were given to a surrogate mother. So it's really a story of coming, the circle of life, the circle of love, just coming full, So the kitty is at our hospital for adoption, would make a great barn cat. Her name is Juliet, and she is most cats can be unpredictable. She's very predictable in as much as that she will let you pet her and then she will scratch.
Wow.
So,
and then this is her baby, so
so she would do well on a farm, and they have so many other kitties just like Quinton.
So where can we find these?
The mama for a barn cat is at Norwalk Veterinary Hospital, or somebody can contact me directly.
Okay.
And all the babies are at PetSmart in Norwalk.
Love. And
Through
bravo to
Animation.
that police officer who did that.
Yeah.
I don't know who it is, but I'd
Yep.
love to have him
Yep.
on the show. That's marvelous. And your work is marvelous. So thank you for
Thank you.
bringing this. You have a website, Joan? What
I
is
do.
that?
It's www.joancarruthersphotography.com.
You can give Joan a call. The number's on the screen, or you can also email her.
And I do have a Facebook
you have a
page that's
Facebook.
dedicated to my photography, separate from
Fantastic.
my private one.
I want to let our viewers know that you have been so kind. If people mention that you've seen these photographs on Pet Talk, you'll get a 15% discount.
Absolutely.
And that is, what should they do? They should contact you
They
directly
can contact me directly, absolutely, via email or phone.
and that would, I guess, be for a sitting.
Yes.
We call it a sitting, but
Yep.
it can be a plaything
Yep.
or wherever
Yep.
you want your pet photographed. And you do such a wonderful job. So once again, contact Joan. You can find her through Facebook as well or on the website. And please adopt. Please.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
Please
Joan.
adopt.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
And before we go, we want to leave you with a couple of photos that you will love. Joan didn't take them, but they're cute. It's a brand new baby deer born at the Queen Zoo in New York. Wildlife officials say she's a member of the world's smallest deer species. She's so cute. The doe weighed 1 pound when it was born and is part of an endangered species called the southern poodoo, native to Chile and Argentina. Never saw one like this before. And get this, they bark when they sense danger, just like a dog would. They're also good jumpers, sprinters, and climbers. What a cutie. Find out more. You can log on to the website and take a look. And thank you so much for being here. This has been Pet Talk.